everybody, welcome to GGS Railways. My name is Greg, this is my YouTube channel. Alright, so we bought a bunch of stuff. We got this at a secondhand resale type place, and we got some kind of cool stuff here. Now it's all in boxes in a way that I want to take it out of the boxes. I'm super tired, I had a long day, but I'm going to get the stuff out of the boxes and kind of protect it from the way it's in there. And yeah, so check this out. We got this extremely huge, I mean this guy is huge, train house. And if anybody knows anything about who might have made this or where it came from, I'm all ears because I've never seen anything quite like this. This is very, very cool. So all right, then we got all these boxes of stuff, then I mean crates and crates and crates of track, and then a crate of trestles and some dilapidated buildings and some zoo animals, and I'm really not quite sure. We got some instructions and so forth for some things from the past, and yeah, this is actually some very, very cool stuff. So all right, I'm gonna get the huge train shed here out of the way because it's taking up most of my table, and you guys have seen them. Once again, if anybody has any idea who made this or where it came from, I'm all ears. I'm going to assume that this is probably pre-war, just based on the construction and the type of tin used and the colors, but I don't know. Anyway, open to feedback, drop it in the comments. All right, so I'm going to move the train shed here, and then we'll get on with the video. All right, train shed down. So cool. So all right, so an interesting thing about that train shed, when I bought the things, I didn't even know that that was included. I didn't even see that. So yeah, that was kind of a plus. So all right, so before we get into these boxes, and there's more of these type things in the crates and stuff with the track, but we've got these kind of cool landscape type pieces of metal, and what you would do is you would take your flat pieces and run it through there, and you get the idea. They're kind of decorative. Anyway, that's really cool. The metal, and interestingly enough, most of the track appears to be ives, which is very, very interesting. That tells me that, you know, well, I mean, not this particular stuff, but at some point somebody had some really cool, fairly old stuff. And yes, so what I'm thinking this lot is, what we bought is, I think that probably somebody had an estate sale, and this is what was left over, and they donated it to where I bought it from. So all right, let's start getting some of the stuff out of the box. What do you say? Gotta go kind of quickly, because once again, I just want to get the stuff out of the box. Then later we'll go back and we'll look at and clean up and repair and, you know, do whatever we need to do, because that's what we do. So all right, so this is one of my very favorite things. This is a searchlight, and I think this is from the 30s. I think I remember seeing this in the one of the catalogs that we went through. We'll have to go back and look, and the reason I think that is because it's got the brass look, and that was kind of the thing back then. You may recall that I was really kind of enamored, well, I'm still enamored, and I still haven't found one of the standard gauge trucks that has, or cars that has the two spotlights on it, and they would have been like this, and that's what makes me think that that's that. Now let's see if we see any any indication of name brand. Now I can tell you that this has been rewired. That's very interesting. That yes, that's going to be cool. That means this is probably going to work. Anyway, I don't see a name brand on this. Once again, if anybody has any ideas, I'm all ears. So very cool. Regardless of what it is very cool, and I think it's going to clean up kind of nice. So all right, this here, I'm not quite sure what to think about this guy right here. So we may zoom in on this a little closer now. I think this guy runs on batteries, and you know, I don't know. I know he's quite large, and he seems to be missing some wheels and things. So I actually didn't notice that when I bought him, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Anybody know anything about this? Once again, it does have batteries, and so yeah. Let's see if we see any name brand or anything. It's got a bulldog here on the side, if that's a clue. That's right. I don't know. Don't know. These wheels appear to maybe be, if I didn't know better, I'd say wood. I think they're wood. I believe they are wood. So yeah, that is very cool. Of course, missing some more wheels up here. So yeah, I don't have a clue what this is or where it came from. It does say something on the side, but darned if I can read it. So all right, we may clean that up, and we'll check that out possibly at some later date. Right now, I'm just trying to get this stuff out of the box. So all right, so the way this stuff is in here, I'm really not pleased, but you know, we're gonna get it out as quickly as we can. So this is one of the Lionel depots. We have one of these, and of course ours is maybe in a little bit better shape. But yeah, that's what that is. That's very cool, very awesome. So I think that probably would have been from the, what, 50s? Is that right? It's all right. So interestingly enough, all this stuff was labeled as Lionel, and that's kind of common for folks that don't know a lot about model trains. They'll label everything everything Lionel if it's O scale. So yeah, but these are Lionel, and these are kind of cool. Don't know that I've ever seen these before either. Once again, all this stuff is really dirty and really rough, and we will definitely have to get ourselves going on the cleaning overtime. Overtime on the cleaning. So all right, let's move this to where I think you guys can see it. And once again, we'll show all this stuff more, you know, in an upcoming video. I just want to get it out of this box because you'll see. All right, so this actually, it took me a while to figure out that this is Marx, and this is a 1095. This is the dummy unit, and I mean, it's not clean, but it doesn't look like it's broken anywhere or anything. So it'll be interesting to see how or if that cleans up. And then we have the B unit for that, and I've seen this guy on eBay. I've never seen the B unit on eBay, so this might be something cool. I don't know. It's all right. And then we have the locomotive here, and it's got a little bit of a problem where the motor is not seated down in there quite right. It looks like one time it had threaded holes here, and the threading has come out. So we can fix that for sure. So all right, we will we'll look at that once again at a later date. Oh well, you know, I was sure that was how that went, and that's not how that goes because the cover's on this end, guy. All right, there we go. Very cool. So yeah, so chances are actually pretty good. I think that this guy will run. He's quite dirty once again, but I think if follows Marx kind of robust past, I think it will probably run okay. Most of the Marx stuff that we have needs little to make it work. So this is a some sort of military truck. Looks like USM. I can't tell if that's C or I believe it is USMC. So yeah, very cool. So that's very cool. Anything military stuff is kind of cool. And sometimes that stuff kind of has some interesting values or whatever. Not that, you know, we care much about values here. We care about cool, and that is definitely cool. So I believe this is Marx. I think I just saw the Marx emblem. So all right. So I think I told you that all this stuff was marketed as being Lionel. Yeah, that's just what happens if you don't really know. So this is interesting. This is actually very interesting. If I can get the coupler to turn. So this is a spotlight car like you see normally Lionel, but this is clearly a Marx spotlight car. I've never seen a Marx spotlight car. It's missing its, we call it the cover here. I probably don't have one of those, but anyway, I'm gonna put it up here where we can see. All right, what else do we have? So we have the Marx 400 here, and I've never seen one of these that didn't work. So, all right, it looks like it's got some carpet fiber and some other assorted issues, but otherwise, I think probably this guy's gonna be probably good to go for us. Needs a lot of cleaning, a lot of maintenance, but that's pretty much normal. So, all right, that's very cool. All right, what else we got in this box? So this is a real hodgepodge of stuff. So this is a really beat up Marx template car. This is in Baltimore in Ohio. The thing about these is, generally speaking, you can get those pegs to spring back. You can generally bend this back good enough to make it go around the track, and not many people will notice the difference. All right, very cool. So here we have, and once again, this is Marx, and just just so you know, I didn't really take a very close look at this stuff when I got it, because I've been looking at this lot at this at this resale place for actually a few months now, but I didn't want to, like, you know, act like I was crazy interested, because, you know, it is pretty dirty, and I figured maybe somebody else would buy it. Nobody else bought it. Of course they didn't. So yeah, the broken toys always come to Greg. So this is some sort of depressed flat car with some sort of holders here. If anybody knows what this is, certainly I can look it up, but you know, it might be fun to throw it in the comments. So it says CWEX 4566. Very cool. All right, very nice. So all right, so here we have a white box car, and interestingly enough, what I'm noticing is that most of the stuff, while it's dirty, the letters and stuff look good. So if we can find a way to gently clean these, and I think we can, probably this is going to turn out looking fairly nice. All right, so we got that. All right, last but not least, it looks like we have part of what used to be a crane. So yeah, that's what we have left of that. So all right, mission accomplished. I've got the actual rolling stock out of the boxes, and that's really all I wanted to accomplish tonight. So let's see, just kind of go over what some of this paperwork is, just so I can put it up. This is looks like instructions, or I guess it's 1955 accessory catalog. So yeah, that's very cool, from Vinyl. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So I kind of had an idea about maybe scanning some of this stuff and throwing it on a website somewhere for folks that need or want some of this. I don't know, maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not. So right here we have, this may actually go in here, I believe it does actually. So yeah, very cool. This is the inside, I'm sure. So yeah, let's see, so that's page 7. So let's see, well, there must be more pages yet, because that's page 2. So let's see, I bet you this, oh, here we are, here it is right here. So yeah, here we go. Yes, this is the other pages we're missing. So that makes sense. So all right, all this goes in here, and that goes in there, and there we got the probably full 1955 accessory catalog. Very cool. So all right, here we have something, and this guy looks a little worse for wear here. I'm not gonna manhandle it too much. We need to straighten this out with some care. But this is a Lionel accessory catalog. It looks like this one is from, well, you know, it doesn't actually say the date at this first glance. So let's see. Well, this looks very 50s. I'm really surprised I don't see, 1959 I think says the copyright. All right, very cool. So yeah, we need to flatten out these pages, and then we'll show it off. All right, so and then we have a Trains magazine from 1961. Once again, not in the best kept condition, but yeah. Looks like it's the whole magazine. Very cool. All right. My goodness. How Great Northern conquered the Cascades. All right. Well, we had to read about that. All right. Very cool. So I said I was going to hurry, and I'm not hurrying. You know, that's what always happens. So all right, here we go. This is something else. Railroading from Super Road 027 to HO. Well, HO, that's going to be a little later, isn't it? So, all right, let's see if we see a date. Not yet, but it's got some really cool pictures and stuff in here. Introducing the journal, that's a clue. All right. I don't recall if I read that that's kind of a stinker of a set, or if I just imagined that. But anyway, once again, comments. So okay, let's see what else we got here. I'm just not seeing the date. Wow. Yeah, it's bound to be in here somewhere, you would think. Well, let's see. This looks like the cover, actually, maybe. So does this say anything? Henry's Bookstore. All right. Well, okay. That's interesting. It's a bookstore in the actual town that I bought all this in. All right. So anyway, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe we'll figure it out in the future. But for right now, that's new in 59. So in 59. So all right, cool. All right, guys. Well, so this is all we got. I'm gonna do some tight shots of everything, or tighter shots of everything, and then go to bed because I'm super tired. So all right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We will play with this and examine this and clean this up more. But I just wanted to get it out of that box because they were kind of rubbing together, and just wasn't making me happy. All right, guys. Until next time, GGS Railways out.